All right, so I just ordered and received my first Mother32 module from Moog. In my previous video, I got the DFAM, the drummer from another mother, and I've been really investigating that and getting interested in all these semi-modular products Moog is putting out recently. They're really small in design, really compact, really great features. This package comes with some patch cables, power adapter, one of those silly posters, and then one of these tools that, I don't know, it's like a little Phillips head thing with a pocket clip. I don't know. The manuals are great. I highly recommend reading through every page of these guys. This little card explains all the pieces, and yeah, I got my 2 units. Now we're good to go. Good to go. So now that I have 2 of the units, I've installed them into a 3-tiered stand that Moog puts out. I got 3-tiered because I want to put the subharmonicon on top, but I'm moving slowly so I can try to understand these pieces. I thought the Mother32 would be more complicated, but it's really only one oscillator. Starts here, where you can select a saw wave or a square wave, into the classic Moog filter, into modulation parameters below, and the patch bay on the side. I really highly suggest cracking open the manual and studying the box diagram of each unit. It really clarifies kind of more about the unit. There's a simple white and black key MIDI controller down here that fires off the oscillator, and a series of other buttons that have more intricate features than the single oscillator might lead you to believe. I'm really happy that there's a MIDI input on the lower left-hand side, which makes it really easy to sync to your DAW, and the patch bay options we'll get to in further videos much more in depth. Alright, let's start with the basics of the front panel of the Mother32. The first thing you're going to want to do is find the shift button. That's kind of the center button, and the left and right arrows here. Now you're going to see anything that's in parentheses underneath. That's what the shift key function enables. So if you hit shift left, it will make sure that you're in keyboard mode, which turns these pads into the white keys and the black keys of a MIDI controller, which control this single oscillator up top. You hear it's kind of a plucky string sound right now. I might open up the decay. Kind of bell sounding. The next thing you're going to want to do is find the pattern button here. Now, there are 8 stored patterns in every bank, and this scrolls through. As you hold the pattern button down and hit left and right arrow, it scrolls through those patterns there. If you hit shift and pattern, you'll notice the LED turns yellow, and now you can scroll through different banks that have 8 separate patterns per bank. So you get a lot of memory, which is actually surprising for an analog module like this. Now let's fire off the first sequence I have stored in memory. Cool. You'll see that it's an 8-step sequence. And if you hold pattern down and the left arrow, you'll hit the next saved pattern there. I kind of don't like this pattern. It's another 32-step sequence that I just don't like too much. See what number 4 is like. Okay, I like that one. And what I noticed is 3 is very long, and 8 and 4, I'm sorry, pattern 1 and pattern 4 are similar, and I could see using those back to back. Now it's going to be hard to hold pattern and scroll through that before I get to the end of my 8-step sequence, but there's a workaround for that. If you hold down the pattern button, 1 through 8 in the bottom white keys becomes the corresponding pattern in the bank that you're in. So if we hit pattern and C, first white key, or reset the pattern, plays pattern 1. If I hold pattern down and then press 4, jumps to 4. It does wait until the end of the sequence before it goes, similar to an Ableton clip. All right, now because I'm impatient, I'm going to want to hook up this Mother to my DFAM immediately and try to sync the two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the assignable output of the Mother32 and go advanced clock input of the DFAM. I'm going to advance the DFAM to step 8, arm it, and then we're all set.